If it's your first time, welcome to the channel. Morning blogs, morning blogs, morning blogs. Get your air going. One more. Feels better already. Yo, I ain't got my other phone over here. I gotta get it because I had some topics. I spoke about the Michael Jackson video, the Michael Jackson movie when I was driving home yesterday. I ain't put that out yet, but I had a couple more topics. Oh yes, let's get into this one. The first one, LeBron James. Oh, and as y'all see, I'm in the living room today. I'm not in my little lab today. I want to try it out here. I like this sofa. But LeBron James. So I was reading this article, and I'm not going to name the people's names because I don't have it in front of me right now. But and I saw this video also after I read this article. It says that they now suspect LeBron James of using HGH, human growth hormone. Okay. Number one, it's illegal to use any performance-enhancing drug while you're playing professional basketball, as far as I know. But I think what I want to say about it is this. If LeBron is using a performance-enhancing drug and the league is not saying anything, what does that say to you? I'll tell you what it says to me. If we're going to run with the narrative that he's using something to enhance his performance on the basketball court because he's 41 years old and he's played 23 years professionally. You know, you add more years for like his high school years or whatnot, if you could. Well, if we're going to run with this narrative, let's do it the right way. First and foremost, I made a video talking about how the comparison between LeBron James and Michael Jordan is not a comparison at all. Because number one, LeBron is a forward. Michael Jordan is a guard. They don't even have the same role. Now, I won't go into how I feel about either player again. I'll just say that I love Michael Jordan. I love what he did. I love being able to witness it from the TV, like most people. I love being able to witness it when it was happening. It was a moment, okay? But what I'm really getting at is when Michael Jordan was on his run and doing his thing, Michael Jordan was carrying the league, okay? None of these sports analysts will have anything to talk about. A lot of this merchandise would not have gotten sold. I was drinking Gatorade long before Michael Jordan got it, but once he got on it, everybody was drinking Gatorade, okay? I used to tell people I cut my hair bald because I like Michael Jordan, but that wasn't true. My hair was just going bald. Michael Jordan carried the NBA for years. Okay, yes, you had a few other star players, but Michael Jordan predominantly was the superstar. Okay, everybody else was trying to beat him. Okay, if we go back before that, like I said in my other video, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson carried the league for a long time, okay? Before them, or right around in their time and before them, Dr. J. Before him, you can keep going back. What I'm getting at is the way the sports enter, because it's really entertainment, okay? The way they got it set up to where, you know, there's one main guy all the time, okay? There's going to be one main guy. Now, they set LeBron up to be that one main guy before he ever even got to the league. He was already set up to be the chosen one, okay? Coming out of high school, the man was a force to be reckoned with. You hear all these other NBA players who speak about playing with him while he was a high school player and how much they loved his basketball IQ, okay, and how smart he was on the court. You hear all of these things. He comes to the league. The attention is put on him from day one. The whole time he's here, LeBron news. There's nothing but LeBron news, okay? For the last 23 years, we have been blessed with LeBron news. LeBron is in the headlines in football season, okay? Because like I said, the man carries this league. They can't have a good show And shout out to Gil Arenas too, because he pointed this out also about he didn't. I don't. Well, he was speaking about him carrying the league. He just wasn't using those words. But for me, if LeBron has been carrying the league for 23 years, and you have not established your next star. See, y'all got to remember, LeBron plays the hero and the heel. Okay, he plays both roles. He's when you need some bad press, you can talk bad about LeBron. When you need some good press, you can talk good about LeBron. He is both sides. Okay, who do we have coming up next? If LeBron says after this week right here, I'm calling it quits. Who's up next? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the freaking reigning MVP. He is not news. Matter of fact, I hear only a few things said about him whenever they talking about him. They either talking about how good he is or how hard he is to shut down. Them the only two things they talk about with this man. You can't use him for conversation piece in the offseason the way you could use LeBron. Okay, if LeBron calls it quits today, they in trouble. It's bad enough. The league, in my opinion, I feel like the league has been compromised. With what I saw with Caruso, telling the ref to call the foul and the ref called the foul. Y'all compromised, okay? And it seems like whenever there's an issue, and I can say this because I don't got no contract with none of these people. I got, but it seems like all of the main issues always come from the refs. And in my opinion, I feel like you want to control the outcome of a game, use the refs. When you want to control the outcome of a game to ensure that points are covered, because like I said, this is entertainment. People got to understand that. This is basketball is more about Las Vegas or sports gambling now than it is about basketball. Okay. Yes, for you and me, it's our soap opera. Okay. But for the people who run it, it's just entertainment. It's sports entertainment. It's the WWE. Okay. Football, harder to control. But I'm sure they do their thing there too. And I ain't trying to badmouth none of these organizations. Well, I mean, none of these leagues. But the real is the real. Okay. I watch. I'm a part of the soap opera. I love it. You know what I mean? And I get to like what happened with those refs in OKC. Yeah, it made me want to hang it up sometime. For real. I don't want to keep dealing with these people because I feel like I'm being played. Okay, I don't bet no money. I've been stopped doing that because no. It's I think I'll take my chances on Kalshi. That's Kalshi, 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 something like that. I'll take my chances on that. I think I'm gonna download that app, see what I can do with that. But other than that, they need to let LeBron use whatever he has to use in order to keep carrying them because they are nothing without him. Okay, they are not this juggernaut that they used to be or that they once were. And to be honest, the only reason you ever were a juggernaut was because of your stars. So if you don't have LeBron, you really don't have nothing. You don't have nobody's attention, for real. Okay, watch how viewership drop off now that I don't know if did they win last night. I need to check. Watch how viewership drop off when they see. Let's see. Any game results? What's up top on my phone? Yep. Thunder 115, Lakers 110. So now, I'm sure he'll be back next year because I think he wants to keep playing with Bronny. And I love that. You know what I mean? We've never seen that before. Okay. They try to downplay it. Or they try to make it like it's not that big a deal, but it's a big deal, okay? Even Dwayne Wade said it's a big deal. It's a very big deal. And I believe, because he had, I believe that's the only reason he's still here. Remember a few years ago, LeBron was like, I think you got these tires put on your car or something like that. And you had these tires on your car for 18, 20 years. You feel me? And you've never changed the tires. He's talking about his feet. Or his body, period. You know what I mean? And he was talking then like, he was tired. You know what I mean? But he still didn't give up. He got Bronny in there. He stayed and he played with Bronny. You feel me? I'm pretty sure he'll be back. If he's not back with the Lakers, he'll probably be somewhere else and I'll be watching. Because, That's the main guy for me. Okay, DeAndre Ayton, man. I watched the first half last night, but then I went to sleep. I was done. And I'm not gonna get on DeAndre Ayton, man. He's got more time. He still probably can get a little better. Just to me, for a big man, he has great touch. He's unstoppable around the basket. But then, how do you have so many nights in a row when you don't perform? I don't know. And I also think they got a magnet in that ball. Something they could turn on to make that ball not go in that hoop, man. Oh, I done spent so much time on this topic. Let me see what my other topics was. Let's see. I did Michael Jackson in the car. Just doing LeBron. Yeah. I had this. I watched this video. This black guy. He says he's a British actor, and he's mad with Druski.
What are you doing? And cuts! Fantastic. I need more American slave. Okay?
Like struggle.
Yeah, the struggle.
Sort of like the dialogue, like the back and forth banner.
Today, I'm here to talk about something that's been weighing heavy on my chest. Recently, I caught wind of the latest Druski skit mocking British actors. And, I have no issues with Druski. Sometimes you can't help but wonder, is Druski going too far? Because I've seen the latest skit, and I gotta say, as a British guy, as a British actor, yes, I've been acting for 25 bloody years. Some of you guys have wondered why I always drop these bloody intros that are very movie-like and film-like. Well, guess what? I've been acting for bloody 25 years. As a British actor. And I believe that Druski was going against my people. He's going against me. He's disrespecting the culture. He's disrespecting black British film culture.
Yo, there's no reason to be mad. I mean, now, I feel like this dude was just making a video. He was just trying to capitalize on the moment because he didn't do any American accents. All he did was talk trash about Druski, calling them out, basically. I thought it was brilliant, the skit, or the sketch, or whatever they calling them. I thought it was brilliant. Okay, Druski got to be the king, man, for real. For somebody who doesn't even do stand-up, he does great sketch work, man, for real. If Druski would have been on Chappelle's show, he'd have been large. He would have been large. He's large now, but yeah, he would have been large. But the British actor, says he's been an actor for 20-something years. Okay, bro. I've been an actor for longer than that. Never been in any movies, but yeah, I've been an actor for longer than that. That don't mean nothing. Your whole argument that Druski is making y'all look bad, that's corny, bro. That's make better videos, okay? I'm trying. You try. Dude was funny though. Highly upset about that. Me, I like Druski skits, man. That Erica Kirk skit was a hit. All the skits he doing really hit, man. He do some great skits. There's a lot of people doing skits. Desi Banks does great skits. I like his skits. It's a few people who doing great skits. Big Ja used to do good skits, but Big Ja doing full-length movies now. You feel me? So that's even better. So on my other channel, I've switched the content. I was doing a lot of stupid stuff like I do over here. But I switched the content because I wanted to do something that I felt like was worthy of our times if we're going to watch something. And I'm trying my best now to cover the situation we have arising now with this so-called disclosure of UFO, UAP. So I switched the content to try my best to try to cover what's going on. With the sighting, not just the sightings, but now like with the Pentagon release of a lot of this video that we're seeing. Well, these videos of a lot of these different occurrences. A lot of them have they mostly have the coordinates blocked out where you can't see the coordinates, but they have a little type in that says where it was taken or whatnot. Okay. But I feel like everybody else, and I said this in my video. I said this right here. I said, we're gonna get they're gonna drop this stuff, but it's gonna be a bunch of stuff we already know, with maybe a couple pictures we haven't seen. That's what I said in my video before they dropped it. Just guessing, because let me tell you why. I felt like we wasn't gonna learn anything new because this is a psychological operation. Okay, they call them psyops. This whole thing, we have been lit. In my opinion, we have been living under a psychological operation this whole time. Just think. All we get to see is FLIR images, infrared images. Okay, where are the 4K videos? Because there are some. Okay. Why are you sending us all of this stuff? 10 years ago, we was tired of grainy infrared videos. Okay. What's the other one? FLIR imaging. We was tired of that 10 years ago. And that's still all the government can give you is more of the same thing, which is nothing. Okay. This is okay, so after the drop, I waited a day or two to see, checking online to see if I would learn anything new from other people who was actually, studying and checking this stuff out. And turns out they feel like I feel.
UFOs? Real. The Trump administration released its first tranche of declassified UFO files from the Pentagon, NASA, and the FBI. It's a thing. It's a real thing. It's been a thing for a long time. They've been studying it for a long time. Can't tell you much more than that. Why? Because they're not telling us much more than that. Here's my take. This is better than nothing, but not much. 28 grainy videos captured by our military of unidentified flying objects, but I knew about all of them already. 120 PDFs, including FBI eyewitnesses, reports of UFO sightings spanning decades, but we've known that. I mean, is there a little bit of a comfort in this, that this is confirmation of what many have been reporting? Yeah, but we knew.
Nothing new has come up. Is this the Jeffrey thing all over again? I mean, you've already beaten us with that. I mean, you're not going to give us the things we want to know about the Jeffrey thing. You gave us some stuff, but you're not giving us the rest. Okay. But if this is like another deflection for that. And now they're also talking about this new May date. The president's supposed to come out, and I'm guessing it's supposed to be a full disclosure. They're going to talk more about what they already know. As if we haven't already. Now they're admitting they had a secret program the whole time. But they're not saying anything about what they're doing in the secret program. They're saying the secret program, they're making it seem like the secret program is just them with all these videos. That's it. And they're clueless. They don't know what's going on, just like we don't know what's going on. Check my videos, because it's a clip in there from my hometown, Savannah, Georgia, where we also have an Air Force base that was having strange, it sounded like a war. Okay? Rapid gunfire, bombs. You couldn't see anything, but you could hear it.
In the middle of the night, it's going viral on social media in Chatham County. WJCL 22 News' Kirsten Maselka has what residents and the military are saying about it.
From Savannah to Berwick to here in Georgetown, residents across the county tell me they woke up to the same strange noise overnight. Locals say it woke them up and continued for as long as 20 minutes.
I have no idea what it could have been, but something other than just guns.
And they're not alone. Dozens of residents took to social media, sharing videos from Savannah, Georgetown, and Berwick of the peculiar noise. Theories ranged from gunfire to an invasion to something supernatural.
Anyone could think, are we under attack?
Okay. And I'm from the town. The base sits in Midtown, pretty much going towards the south side, on southwest side of town. Okay. And his house is all around there. I know people that live around there. Okay. His house is on the base. Now, what I can't figure out. So, the news people was talking to people who heard it. They didn't say if any of these people were from the base, they're living on the base or no. The people we watched them interview, that didn't come out. But my question was, after y'all say y'all spoke to representative from Hunter Army Airfield, and they said they didn't hear anything and they don't know anything about it. Were those the only people y'all talked to? And how could this sound not be heard by all of these people? Because see, when I say it's people living on the base, you got people who are in the Army, and then you got their family. who ain't in the Army. They live out there too. Okay? You married, you in the Army, your wife and your kids not in the Army. But they live out there too. Why we ain't talking to none of them? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But that's what I'm doing over there on my other channel. It's called K Reacts, just K Reacts. My name is Kevin, so yeah, that part. All I want to know, my goal over there is to keep following up with this so I can bring people who watch me the information that I get, you know. And now don't get me wrong, I'm trying to curate it in a way that I don't confuse anybody or I don't give anybody any false information, you know, because I don't want to do that either. So that's mostly what it's about over there. And it's been bad weather. Man, I bought a cornhole game 2 weeks ago. I ain't got to play it yet. The weather been crazy here. Shucks, I'm ready to go outside and do some things. I'll probably go fishing later. I'm supposed to get up to 70. But if you stay to this point, family, I appreciate you watching me and supporting me. And it don't get no bigger than that. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment, give me your thoughts. I answer all comments. I get back with people. As long as you ain't trying to clown me too bad. I mean, but nah, clown me, it don't matter. But thanks again, family, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Salute.
Ever inquire on the topic of UAP or Gilgamesh? Have you ever denied access, or did you ever inquire on the topic of UAP or Gilgamesh in your official or personal capacity, and why?
I was never denied access because I never asked for access.
Okay.